So a while ago,
A few times actually, I've attempted to host workshops entitled Gratitude for Grief. Actually, no, I don't want to bring that up. And the point of these workshops was to create like a mini funeral for all the things that you've lost, for all the ways that you died to yourself, all the personalities that you forfeited, that you've, whether you wanted to embody them more or whether they no longer serve you. And I'm gonna try and do it again. One of my little griefs that I'm grieving is that no one showed up. I attempted to host this workshop 3 times, and each time people were like, oh, I wanna come, and didn't show up. And for me, that's something, I was grieving that. It felt like betrayal, it felt like abandonment. Or it didn't feel like, it triggered these wounds of betrayal, it triggered these wounds of abandonment. And I know, like, feeling the wounds being triggered are not the responsibility of the person triggering them, but it's also in the way of like, hey friends, why did you make a commitment that you had no intention to keep? Or like, if you had the intention to keep them, why didn't you say anything? You know, like, people wouldn't show up and then they wouldn't say anything about it, and it would be like, yeah, this was really disappointing, really sad. But and I've learned that those were great opportunities for me to show up for myself anyway. Those were great opportunities for me to just do it anyway. And the thing was, I wasn't ready. So while I was disappointed and sad and hurt, that no one showed up, I didn't show up. I wasn't ready to receive them. And it's kind of this thing of like, oh, like, yeah, no one came, but you weren't even ready for them if they did come. So like, you know, and the same thing with this Shopify launch. Like, I was so excited to launch on the 18th, and when I was like, hey, I'm launching on the 18th, I launched my newsletter. 2 people opened the email. 1 person opened the email, didn't click the link to open the newsletter. They just opened the email. A second person, I was like, hey, you signed up to receive the email. Can you open the email? Also opened the email, didn't click the link. And I was like, dude, you said you were so excited to join me, and then you didn't follow through. What is that? And then I went to go look back at the newsletter, and there were several things that I needed to edit. And it was like, hey, here again, like, you showed up, but there were some incomplete pieces there, you know, that you needed to adjust. And, you know, it kind of saved you that no one saw. Or it didn't really save you, but you could have been better prepared, you know. And it kind of feels like the universe was like, hey, I'm gonna put this arm out to stop these people because you got more work to do. But the thing is, like, I also just want to be able to be seen imperfectly. I want to be seen trying. I don't want to be seen doing it. I want to be seen trying. And that's something I'm giving myself permission to do, is that I've been like, oh, I'm not a perfectionist, but low-key I am. Low-key, like, or high-key, my grandma raised me for the first 8 years of my life, and she was a military veteran, and she was very much do it right the first time or don't do it at all. And I'm still unlearning that dysfunctional ass belief system. I'm still unlearning that, you know, I'm not allowed to make mistakes when I'm learning to do something. I'm young, you know, I'm just figuring out how to live and take care of myself because the adults around me weren't doing it, never did do it, you know, or never did it in a way that showed me how to do it when I was finally old enough to take the mantle, you know. And so now I'm like, I've been in all these countries, I've learned how to be a friend, or I'm still learning how to be a friend. I'm learning how to be my best friend. I'm learning how to manage my money, manage my time, manage my energy. I'm learning so much, and it's quite heavy. It's quite heavy. And the other day, actually just yesterday, I had like I had a panic attack because I'm like, all these like triggering memories of childhood wounds and childhood traumas are coming up, and they're coming up vivid, like in my dreams, in my like daytime flashbacks. Like I got PTSD, which, yes, I have CPTSD, complex trauma. It does that, but like up until this point, it's not been a problem. But to this point, I've been able to either dissociate or distract myself and turn my attention elsewhere. But now it's like it's getting to a point where it's like, oh, this hurts. This is hurting, and I'm alone, and there's no one here to hold me. There's no one here to console me. Like, I am in a lot of pain, and I need a lot of support, and it's not here, and I don't know what to do about it, you know? Especially in Vietnam, where everything is overstimulating. Everybody's got a lot of money, and they're just spending it on tourist things, which is great. I want to go to tourist things. I want to go to waterfalls and climb mountains and go this, that, and the other, but I'm not well resourced right now. I have enough resources to survive, but I'm waiting on the influx to be able to do more than that. And it's like, I don't want to speak death over my finances. I would like to be able to say, hey, I have the resources to do that now. But my material reality is not reflecting that. So I don't know how to acknowledge that without I don't know how to acknowledge the fact that my material reality is not sustaining my desires to explore and expand without doing the thing of limiting beliefs. Oh, you're not speaking life into your finances, etc., etc., etc. You know, I don't know how to circumvent that, because it's like, I'm not gonna pretend it's all love and light over here. I'm not gonna pretend that, you know, I literally had to. I didn't have to, but the only reason I'm gonna be able to stay somewhere, as far as I know right now, is because someone sent me money. You know, someone sent me money to survive, and it's like, I want to do more than survive. I mean, this is why I'm creating so voraciously. This is why I'm so intense about, okay, I need to create a program. I need to do workshops. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to create spaces where money can easily flow to me, and I'm not constricting every time my bank balance says zero. Like, I'm not constricting as much anymore, but it definitely is like, okay, it's 3 days until I have to leave this hostel. I got 46 cents in my bank account. How am I gonna make it? You know, applying for jobs, hoping that I get hired, and hoping that the application is easy enough that I can just apply and, you know, get the job. I don't know, man. I don't know. This abundance mindset stuff is crazy. And every day is a test. Every day I'm learning. Every day I'm growing. And I'm so proud of myself. I've watched myself grow. And now that I'm returning to the U.S. in less than a month, I'm scared. I'm a little nervous, but I trust that everything is lining up. I keep meeting people from Chicago. I keep and this is why awareness is so important, because I'm like, okay, I want to go to Chicago. I keep meeting people from Chicago. I keep getting things that are like, hey, this is what's happening in Chicago, you know, and it's like, oh, now it's more than just my desire. It's fully oh, this is alignment. And I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening behind the scenes, but I trust. That's all I can do, because a lot of this is out of my hands. A lot of this is beyond my control. I put it in God's, the universe, my ancestors, whatever the fuck. I put it in their hands, because it's literally bigger than me. I'm just a little human, you know? I'm just a little baby human. I'm only 24 years old. I've only been in the millions of years that this earth has been around. I'm only 24 years old. You know, for the trillion, I don't know how long humanity has been around. I'm just a baby. I'm just learning how to walk on my own 2 feet, how to stand on my own 2 feet, back straight, core tucked, you know? I'm just learning how to do that. And so it's like, oh, I've got all these dreams. Of course they're bigger than me. Of course I'm gonna need a hand making them reality. Of course I'm gonna need to reach out for help. What else am I gonna do, you know? Delude myself that I can do it on my own? Absolutely not. That's what landed me in death and destruction, thinking that I needed and should have to do it on my own. No, I will be asking for help. I will be audacious in my asks, you know. I will be audacious in my demands to the universe. Hey, I need $5,000. I need you to make a way immediately. Thank you. I need you to show me cash, liquid. You know, I want. I want this liquid cash flow to keep flowing. Don't let it stop, okay? I gotta start making demands of the universe. I feel like I've been slouching. I've been asking, you know, I've been like, oh, can you please, no, give me, make demands. I gotta start acting like a princess again. I forgot who I was. I know who I am. My name is, anyway, I'm just talking, no script. Next video, I might learn how to do a script. Fingers crossed. Or I started to do a script, but I didn't follow it. I wrote it in this little orange notebook, orange for creativity. April. But yeah. That's all I got to say for now. I'm not going to edit this video because I just need to get it out there. So, if you got it this far, thanks for watching. Click all the links in my link tree for my Patreon, for my Instagram, for my fundraiser, for my Shopify, like so many tools and resources to be connected to me. And I'll see you later. Love you. Bye.